All right, another dive at the Vancouver Rowing Club. It's been about a year since I've been here. Water's looking pretty good. Always find a ton of stuff here. Morning.
What's going on, my man?
All right, so just geared up at the Stanley Park Rowing Club here. It's always been a fun spot, lots of bottles. Got 4 free divers today, and then Henry's got his scuba divers. I think they're all getting in the water right now or getting geared up. Should be a great day for a dive. It's beautifully sunny. But yeah, so everyone's suiting up right now, and I don't know, I'm guessing 495 cans and bottles. That's my guess today. You guys got a guess for how many cans and bottles?
200.
200?
Yeah.
312.
How are you doing? You gonna help us out? 475.
Yeah. So we've had 3 cleanups here in the past couple of years, and it's amazing that every time we come to the spot, there are still bottles and glasses that we had missed from previous dives. We're starting to find less though, close to the restaurant, but as we zoom further out, there are still plenty to be found. I can see us returning 1 or 2 more times for these big cleanups here, but as I said, we are finding less. My eyes have been wandering a bit farther to the other marinas in the area, so if anyone watching this has some contacts in some of the marinas nearby, let me know and we'll do a big cleanup there. That'd be super fun. But it's a lot easier if someone in the marina industry there is willing to work with us. Just makes the logistics a lot better.
Okay.
So the easiest way I found for my divers is to have this large milk crate on top of my float, and we can just throw the glass and bottles and cans and whatever kind of trash we find in it. Then we can swim it back to the docks and our volunteers will take it from there. It's a lot easier than bringing 1 or 2 bottles back to the dock each time, and it's a lot easier than having a heavy bag full of glass bottles, because unlike the divers, we don't have the extra float bags. So this is the easiest way I found for us to do these big cleanups. And then once they emptied it, I take the container back and I kind of anchor it out near my divers, and we fill it up again and repeat the process. One of the things that brings me back to these locations over and over again and keeps me excited about each dive is you really never know what you're going to find. So of course a big goal of ours is to remove the trash, but I'll always have that thing in the back of my mind saying I want to find something cool and unique. And places like this that are so popular along the seawall, you really never know what somebody might have thrown in there. And this day was another surprise for us, something I found a couple times before, but for Vincent, this was a first, I believe, and he didn't realize what he found until I told him. And his reaction was pretty spot on.
Oh, you know what that is?
No.
That's an urn.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. What's the protocol? 'Cause
So-
that is like.
So some people remove them. I personally choose to leave them,
Okay.
but
Guess I'm allowed to put that there, yeah.
so that's literally their ashes in there. So
I know.
If you remove worms or oysters anyways, they will die.
yeah, but what about an urn?
It's an urn with ashes.
Oh,
That's
weird too.
We just leave it. We're just gonna leave.
I put an urn at the friggin' thing that me and Henry cleaned on the north van.
So a line that I found with cleanups, and this is pretty much the only thing that I do not pull out that is man-made, is urns. And I have found far too many of these. I think I'm at like 5 or 6 bags of ashes at this point. But I really wish people would just spread their ashes and kind of bring it back to nature rather than dumping a plastic, porcelain, or metal urn, because they just don't go away. But I do believe that someone's final resting place, I just don't want to mess with that. So that's why personally I've chose to just leave those. And in the grand scheme of things, one item like that isn't really going to make or break a big cleanup. So yeah, that's my opinion. So one of the reasons that each time we dive here, we find more bottles that we didn't find before is because as soon as I grab one, it creates a big dust ball. And the silt just flows everywhere, and we're in such a small area that you can't really escape it and move on to somewhere else. So yeah, as you can see here, as soon as I grab something, big silt balls go everywhere, and just makes the visibility so poor, and it takes quite a while for this fine silt to settle. So once we dirty up an area, we're pretty much moving on and then back to shore.
I think that's a phone.
So this is actually the only footage of our little friend that kept coming by to say hi. But yeah, the seal was just curious and seeing what we were up to. So a few of us got buzzed by him, just ripping by, checking us out, being a little playful. Yeah, he just kind of did his own thing and he moved on after this.
I'll ride it. Oh, there's a fish that came off of it. Look at this.
I thought it was pretty funny that at the end of our cleanup, one of our volunteers seen this umbrella and he asked if he could have it, and I was kind of shocked. Yeah, sure, go for it. And he wants to clean this up and see if you can use it. Maybe he can, but salt water just does horrible things to everything, so best of luck with that. And we found a knife. Weird spot for a knife.
Not sketchy at all. Someone feel like taking that back?
I'll go. Yeah,
There's a million bottles over there. I found like a huge knife like this long too.
I definitely should have.
So right here, I thought I found a shirt or something and went to grab it, but it had a bit of resistance on it. So then I gave it a tug, and I could feel this metal rod, and right here, I thought it was actually the barrel of a gun. So I got really excited, pulled it out of the water, and unfortunately, just a metal rod. But for a second there, I thought this was a gun, and I was pretty pumped. That was good. Score for the day. Batteries are heavy. I got this too, but I don't know if I could get the SD card out of this thing.
What the hell's a shovel? Ah, crap, it's in here somewhere.
And the viz is so bad that once you drop
Oh,
something, it's
yeah.
hard to find that thing.
That's toast. I got this too. Old Blackberry or something. And it totally isn't a murder weapon. Found that right along the boardwalk over there. So 944 pounds of trash in total. So this bike I pulled out has had better days. See if I can get a clip from Henry. I almost went right off the side of the dock there. The spokes just snapped and I jumped on it. Could have been bad. Okay. Okay. That was bad. Oh my God. Never mind.
Clearly, that's not gonna work.
Not a bad cleanup though. Like I said, over 900 pounds of trash. I gotta get the bottle count from Henry here. But I'm guessing, I don't know, 400 or 500 bottles, so it's pretty good. You don't really find any cans in the ocean, so I think there's maybe one or two and a whole bunch of glass and some solo cups as well.
All right, so the first one up is we're gonna draw for radio from the club. Look at that. Ticket that ends in 734. Who has 734? 734.
Is that you?
734.
Oh,
734. There you go.
I was thinking about buying one at the warehouse.
There we go. Nice. Oh yeah. Summer's coming up. Enjoy. Here we go. Clay's gonna do the next. And we're gonna do
All right.
fleece blanket.
Ticket 728.
Oh, 728. Yeah. Please blank of a Pacific Pilsner.
Oh, that'll do.
There you go. Thank you very much.
722.
All right, last one.
721. Alright, it was. So as always guys, a big thanks to Pacific Pilsner. They give us some funding to do all these kind of dives, and they also give us a bunch of free drinks and stuff to hand out to all you volunteers. So it's super awesome to be able to work with companies like this, as well as diving sports that keep me warm in our frigid waters. So if you guys want to come out to one of our next cleanups, I'll try and post some Instagram stuff, just maybe on my story. I want to do some big cleanups this summer and have some people come out and maybe help out on the shore. It'd be super cool to see some of you guys that follow me. And yeah, I'd love to see you too and meet up. So till next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.